afternoon. Due to the rather appalling weather, I can't get out on my bike, so I'm making a video. I just found a diode on my bench, which is just a bit obscure. I wonder if it's a good one. We'll find out later. Japanese camera. It's not the last of my Japanese cameras. I do have others. The Yashica Minister 2. A 54-year-old Japanese rangefinder that still works and came off eBay for £13 including postage, and it has some features we need to look at really quite closely. So I'm going to move the camera and try and work around that, and with a bit of luck we'll get some good video of a wonderful, absolutely wonderful old camera. Okay, first thing I want to look at, this is difficult, I'm working around a tripod here, so I'll probably hit the camera a few times, and I've got to keep this down here because of the depth of focus and everything else. First thing I want to look at is the exposure mechanism. In front of the camera here is, I think it's a selenium cell. There's no batteries involved, so it's probably a selenium cell given its age, which drives a meter here, and in there's a little needle that we might be able to see move if I point a light at it. Yeah, we can just, which lines up with various numbers on here with an adjustable ISO setting, and it gives us a value which we can then, on this outer ring here with the red numbers, we can set on there, and we're going to pretend it's about, what's that, 10, let's say 11, and that will give us, I can't see that, f16 at 1/8 of a second, and then we can turn this ring and both rings move together, so that's actually 5.6 at 1/60th, or f8 at 1/30th, and that, I mean, it's a fairly basic form of sort of auto exposure control of a priority of one sort or the other. There's no priority on it, it's equally biased, but that's mechanical, and that was 1961, so that's actually really quite clever. I'll take the lens cap off. They don't normally have lens caps, it just feel like protecting the lens. Whilst we're here, the lens is a 45 centimetre, 45 millimetre, it's f2.8. Yeah, 2.8 to f16. The focal length is 45 millimetre, as I said. We'll have a, listen, you've got to listen. Oh, it's already cocked. Listen to this. Oh. It's so quiet, even resting on the bench, which will amplify it. And off the bench. And it's got one of these funny little things here which you set, when you put the film in, you set that to 0, and that's your frame counter. Can't see where it starts now, back there somewhere. It's leaf shutter, as I've said before, and we'll try and have a look. That's the clever bit. We're going to try and have a look at the focusing ring. So I need something to put in there to point it out. Let's put that there, and as we come up, I'm now looking through. There's a light coloured blob in the middle, which is where that's the rangefinder bit. And if I turn that, with a bit of luck, we'll see a double image moving around. Just. How it works is the little blob goes through there, and it's on a mirror, and it projects an image that size onto the viewfinder. As you move this, which is the focus, it moves the lens in and out, but it also causes the mirror to tilt. And when the two images line up, then you're in focus. It's a brilliantly clever thing. That's the flash sync socket. This one's got a self timer on it as well, And surprisingly, for one of my cameras, the self-timer actually works. So I'm not going to demonstrate it because it'll probably break if I do that. What more can I say about it? It was 13 quid on eBay, including postage. It's a brilliant camera. Lens is, I think, single coated. It has a slightly dreamy feel to it. It's not that it's out of focus or that it's soft or anything. It just does something with the image that you don't get with modern cameras. It's not that crisp, absolutely perfect image that we've come to expect, and which in itself is probably not perfect anyway, but it's what we've been taught is perfect. It's different. If someone suddenly passed a stupid law where we were only allowed to have 2 cameras, I think this would be one of them. The other one might well be the Mamiya, because that's amazing as well. But it's clockwork. It's brilliant. If we get decent weather next time, then we might play with the big camera outdoors. If not, I will get around to doing something odd with some lights. I've got an LED thing here which I really do want to video and show you, because it's, for what it is, it's really cheap and really brilliant. Keep hunting down your cheap cameras, keep going to your junk shops, enjoy your photography, and come back for some lighting weird stuff soon. Bye now.